that would just show up. He will give you some suddenlies. Yeah, he will give you the miraculous. He will manifest glorious things in our lives. But there's a whole lot of things that we're going to have to walk out.
Yes.
Yeah, we just going to have to make up in our minds that we're going to have to walk it out and live it out and do it the right way to see the manifested results.
Yes.
Having the patience of a farmer, and you have seed time and harvest. You have to break up the fallow ground. You have to weed out your garden if you want to see increase.
Yes.
If you want to see the manifestation of the promises of God, there has to be certain disciplines in our lives. There have to be certain disciplines in our lives and stickability. That we don't be so easy to quit and give up and surrender and just throw in the towel. Life is tough. The world is cold out there, and a whole lot of people ain't giving us nothing. And we talking about tears, we talking about sweat, boy, we talking about blood, we talking about somebody willing to pay a price for something that's important, that's valuable, and that's necessary. How bad do you want it? That's one title. How bad do you want it?
Yes.
What is the price are you willing to pay for that thing? Especially for the glory of God, the presence of God, the anointing of God, the glory of God. It's going to cost you something to really experience the fullness of God in our lives. This the cost of discipleship. There go another one. How bad do you want it? The cost of discipleship. I'm going to give you the real title in a minute. How bad do you want it? The cost of discipleship. And so there's a whole lot of people sitting out on their laurels. The frog on a log. A turtle on a log. Run around here talking about the check coming. No, you get up and go get a job. I'm going to drop a few hanger days in here. That means that we have to do something. Not only in the spirit, but also in the natural.
Yes.
Amen. God woke you up this morning, but you had to do something in order to get here in this building. Let somebody carry you out or help you out to get you here. You have to do something. Nobody made you do it. But thank God that you were able to do it. That means that somebody was clothed and in their right mind.
Yes.
Because you can have all the intentions that you wanted to have, but if you weren't clothed in your right mind, man, you could be somewhere around Timbuktu right now. Somebody be gonna have to set out a search party for you. We don't know where they at. They just went missing. And so people have to understand that in God, everything is not easy. If you read your Bible and in a short span of time, you see very quickly from the Old Testament to the New Testament that, listen, living for God is not easy. But thank God for His grace. I'm talking now that you are saved, that you saved and you born again. Through much tribulation we enter into what? The kingdom of heaven. Paul said to work out your own salvation, what? With fear and with trembling. Yes, life itself will let you know. Some people have these false hopes and these false expectations of life until life starts slapping you around a little bit. And you find out real fast the people that really love you and the people that really care about you. And number one, you ought to love what God loves. That's you. You better love you some you. That's not selfish. That's not ungodly. That's not wicked. You just loving what God loves. You can't love nobody else properly when you don't love yourself. You can't love your neighbor. You don't love what kind of love you gonna give to your neighbor, and especially if you don't love God. When you love God, you're willing to obey the Lord. You're willing to follow him. He says, Jesus said, you are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you. That's what he's saying. The power and the blessing of diligence and persistence is what we're going to talk about. Much needed. You got to have yourself. You need a real good dose of understanding the power and the blessing of persistence and diligence. I'm going to give you this one illustration with Jesus. His persistence and his diligence. But he knew who he was. He knew where he was going. But he still had to endure the cross, despising the shame for the glory that was set before him. Despising the shame. Paul says he became obedient, and humbled himself, became obedient as a servant unto death, even what the death of the cross. Because at a certain point, boy, you endure enough of anything, you will get to a breaking point. Do I even want to go through with this? You know, Jesus got to that point. But he had a never and the less. Father, not my will, but thy will be done. Tell somebody you better get you a nevertheless. Persistence and diligence and long suffering in God. It has to be a part of your tools and your arsenal. Because the best don't come easy. And some things don't come overnight. You have to endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. You got to have thick skin in this world now. People just hate you and don't even know you. Because the blessing of the Lord will make rich and add no sorrow. You know, why people so mean? Why people so nasty? Why people so ugly? Why folks so hostile? We got all this road rage going on around here. So we have to have the persistence. Anything you do in life, you are going to need to have some persistence. If you start a business, you start a ministry, you start out with school, college, education, so on and so on, you will need to have some persistence. Because you'll get to some places. Well, you say y'all ain't have all this foolishness. Especially when it don't seem like ain't no help coming from nobody. And you have to really kind of just stand alone and make it through and bear it. You got to have persistence. So that we can understand persistence is the quality of persisting, having tenacity. The act of persisting, a continued effort. Meaning you're not going to stop, you're not going to quit, you're not going to surrender, you're not going to throw in the towel. Now listen, it don't mean that you will not reassess, reevaluate something. It just means that, listen, even if it's just creeping along, there is what we call movement. When we're not idle. Or believers are concerned, the scripture says, at ease in Zion. As long as we're on this planet, we will have to be progressively engaged in something. In other words, if you say you can't just sit around in your house in sackcloth and talk about you fasting and praying and you seeking the Lord. Well, when you going to eat? You going to take a bath today? I know y'all said, what's all this about? You be surprised at the things that cause people to get off a path of persistence and diligence and compromise and get lazy. And they never see real manifested results. That's why living for God and obeying His word, we have to do that diligently. Not just when we feel like it. Not just when everything is wonderful and everything is glorious. I'm talking about when all hell done broke loose in your life. And Jesus said you have enemies in your own house. Or your own friends. My grandma used to say so-called friends. Because a friend loveth at all times, the scripture said, and a brother is born for the day of adversity. So we need to have that persistence, and another word here is perseverance. The act of persisting and the quality of being persistent, consistent. Like God, his unchangeable nature. Some people too flim-flammy. They get in a situation, all of a sudden they floundering and flopping around. You know, like flip-flops. And they get frustrated. They get irritated. This is one of the main reasons how Satan can frustrate the plan of God for people. Because everybody nowadays is looking for instant everything. You just got married yesterday and you want a house full of furniture, 2 cars, and 3 children. Persistence. The act of persisting, the state of quality of being persistent. Continuance of an effect after the cause is removed. There's a whole lot of stuff that people don't start and you don't hear nothing about, and the movement keep right on going. You know, we can start off with stuff real good, and just fall right off the bandwagon and wonder what happened to it. It's still going somewhere. Then they talk about a Azusa Street revival. Well, revival happening somewhere all over the world right now. So just because it's not evident or manifested, you know, it's not new CNN, not reporting it don't mean you stop, quit, and give up like obedience to the word of God. Paul says, I stand in defense of the gospel. It's not something that you still need to fight for, like purity and the passion of God in your life. You got to fight for it. Inner strength and tenacity. Having stickability. Having the ability to cleave. Like it says, to leave and to cleave, stuck like glue. It's like when married, you leave and you cleave. Because if you have a divorce, it's like a ripping and a tearing apart. So God said, I want you to have stickability like the engrafted word that's able to save your soul. The word that sticks to you. The word that cleaves to you. That gets down in your spirit, man, and changes your life forever. It's holding fast to something, persistence. Holding fast. It's enduring in hard times, challenging times, trying times, perilous times. You know the scripture talks about perilous times. Perilous times. The way you have to stay persistent with your core values and your belief system. You have to stay persistent with these things in your service for God, in your love for God. You don't want nobody warning against it. You got to stay persistent in your prayer life. Come on here. In your word life, in your worship life, in your praise life. Come on. You got to stay persistent in these things. And don't be ashamed. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be intimidated by it. You have to exercise persistently yourself what? In godliness. Lord help me. Committed to something. Dedicated to something. Faithful and loyal to something. See, this is the kind of mess somebody be like, what's this? What we need that for? Why? That's why you see folk weak, double-minded. You be like, what's wrong with you? See folk jumping from job to job, church to church. I'm gonna talk to you a little bit. What? Like, what's What's wrong with you? Some things, when we don't have persistence and diligence, we get a bad track record, a bad credit report, or just a bad report. So now you got a whole different name and title. Boy, you can't trust them. You can't depend on them. Let me give you a few illustrations. One says, dogged as a turtle crossing the road. You ever seen a turtle turn around and go back to the other side? That turtle said, I'm going to get over here. Huh? And he can't talk to us, but we can say, probably with good accuracy, that if it kills me, I'm going to get over there. You see a whole lot of them smashed in the road. Road kill. There's something, listen, we're talking about laying down your life in the kingdom. Something going to cost you ultimate. Keep living. It's in the Bible. And Jesus said, if you deny me, I'm going to deny you. It's supposed to be beheaded right now somewhere in the world. Persecuted somewhere in the world. Because they made up in their mind that live or die. Come hell or high water. I'm going to live for God. I'm going to trust in the Lord with all my heart. I'm not going to lean to my own understanding. In all my ways, I'm going to acknowledge Him. Another term is we're going to hold on with a bulldog grip. We ain't talking about Michael Vick fighting bulls. But I seen it happen. If they get a hold of you or something or whatever it is, literally, I seen where he had to shoot them to save a life. Or to save the life of another dog. I mean, I've seen them get hit with baseball bats and sticks and everything else. And they were saying, you're going to die today. And I said, oh, that's mean. That's, that's nasty. The devil ain't playing with nobody. We around here playing compromise with the devil, coming, this all right, that's all right. They'll say, I'm going to take you out of here right now. And a lot of folk in God don't really even understand that. Satan is persistent. Demons persistent. Come on here. Huh? They are diligent. Beings without bodies. And like one of my baseball coaches used to say, you stop that lollygagging and get around them bases, boy. I'm going to run you till your tongue fall out your mouth. Yes, sir. Because he wasn't lying. You be running the whole time while everybody else practicing. Bulldog grip. Persistent as a bulldog. Well, another saying is stick to it like salmon swimming upstream. Y'all ever seen those animals show? Swimming upstream? There's something in them that's calling them back to their original mating ground. Ain't nothing gonna stop them but death. And all of a sudden, you see the bears show up. They say, we're gonna get us an easy meal. That ain't detouring the salmon from going to spawn and reproduce. They on a mission, boy. They on a mission. You need to be a man, a woman, a boy, a girl on a real mission. Determined with your bulldog salmon mentality here. Look at here. I'm swimming up the stream against all odds. Say against all odds. Against all odds. Against all the ungodly words that have been spoken against you, against all the hell, against all the people that have abandoned, that have left you, that didn't even believe in you. That's why you need persistence. Because if God be for you, who can be against you? Another saying is you like a train. Nothing will turn you once you get started. I don't care how slow you start, you let the locomotive get to running. Amtrak, bullet train. Persistence. to stay connected to something continuously for an extensive period of time until you are dismissed from your responsibility or your duties. Y'all get me a little bit? Because this is where people fail where responsibility is concerned in the Lord. Listen, you a lot of times you fail God, you fail yourself, and you fail people. I don't think you surprise God. And I believe you sadden the Holy Ghost. And especially if somebody have now trusted in you. And most people think, well, at least maybe somebody have done them a disservice of not telling them where they can properly count the cost of what this is going to cost you to get the end result of whatever it is. I don't know why you thought you were going to start this business and listen, and all of a sudden you're going to experience these great profit, money, currency flow overnight. I ain't saying it can't happen. All I'm saying is persistence enables you to build over time. Over time. And now you're building right. Now you're building correctly. Now your foundation is laid right because you took some time to do it the right way. That's why the scripture says, look, train up a child. You're training, growth, development, train up, persistence. Takes time, takes years. You got to have persistence for that. You got to have a continuation. You have to have durability. You know, everything ain't created equal. All shoes ain't created equal. Britches ain't created equal. Shirts, they're not created equal. Houses ain't built equal. Rules ain't. There's a whole lot of stuff ain't created equal. It's not the same. It doesn't have the same durability. And it's not necessarily everything, but you know the saying that you get what you pay for. Durability, enduringness, lastingness is what we are after, not in today and out tomorrow. You say, hey, we need some people, to be part of the intercessors. For some people, that's a lifelong commitment to be an intercessor. Some people get into it and be like, oh man, boy, the devil showed up at my house yesterday. As soon as I left intercessory prayer, did you expect anything different? Oh, you don't want to be a part of it now, huh? Oh, you don't want hell in your house, huh? You don't necessarily have to do anything for the devil to jump you. He jumped you just because you named the name of Christ. Because he's really after what's on the inside of you. It ain't even altogether about us. It's about he that lives on the inside of us, and he's given us everything we need, the virtue and the power and the authority that we need to resist the devil and to stand strong in him. And in the power of his might, determination. Tell us about determination. Determination. How determined are you to get to your goal? How determined are you to accomplish? How determined are you to make it to the end and hear him say, well done, thou good and faithful servant? There's a whole lot of folks giving up now, dropping like flies. Like he ain't came back yet. They going out there, we gonna eat, we gonna drink, and we gonna be married. And all of a sudden they die and they get buried. And then they're going to stand before either the great white throne, judgment of God, or the mercy seat of Christ. Ain't but two. Persistence, to the get this. Doggedness, perseverance, tenaciousness, tenacity, determination with a purpose. with a purpose. Determination with a purpose. That means you have to have some resolve on the inside of you. Huh? You have to have some stamina on the inside of you. You're going to talk about what you doing, man? Persistent, you persevere. You need some Holy Ghost stamina. You need something working in you. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. So when you get weary in your mind, don't be weary in well doing. For in due season, you're going to reap and faint not. Because your mind will talk to you and tell you a whole lot of stuff. Somebody say, depends on what time of the day it is. A night, preacher. Steadfastness. You know, this is one of the reasons why the divorce rate is so high. I'm just teaching you. That's why the divorce rate is so high. People have no persistence. You know why? I didn't want to bring the word patience in here, right? But they don't have any persistence in understanding that, boy, this is a long haul. You know, when I was driving a truck, they had short haul, long haul. You know, you just drive right across town. Let's try to get on the end of interstate. You be riding for a while. That means I'm going to be out here for some hours today. Now I need to let my mind know. Boy, you ain't coming back home in 7 hours a day. And you let your body know you need to go home and go to sleep. Give you some good rest. You know, some things are just so simple. They're not deep, they're not profound or nothing. It's common sense for you to have persistence in God and just doing what's right because it's right. And having longevity in the kingdom, longevity in whatever endeavor that you are doing, whatever you do, God say, I'm going to prosper it. But if you don't do nothing, he ain't prospering. The wisdom of all things do prosper, be in health even as what? Your soul does prosper. Persistence. State of quiet of being persistent. For the duration, for the long haul. You know how many people Paul talked about they have left me and have abandoned me if you read your Bible? They have gone back. He had to tell that boy John Mark, he can't come with us. He can't be a part of this missionary team no more. Not right now. So this is in spite of the opposition that you may face in whatever the endeavor is, especially when you talk about in God, in church, in ministry. I don't care if you're just a greeter or a usher or a parking lot attendant. I don't care if you're doing the least task. I don't care if you just clean the bathroom. Somebody gonna walk in there while you cleaning the bathroom. They just left out of it. Child, if I was you. All it is a way for the enemy to discourage you. You know how easy it is for folk to get discouraged now? I ain't even looking at you. You looked at me funny. I ain't even looking at you. I said the preacher looking. I ain't even looking at you. I'm looking your back. I ain't even looking at you. Now, if I want to come and look at you, you gonna know that I came over here and looked at you. Good morning, Reverend. Good morning, sir. See, I ain't gonna just look at you and don't say that to you. that kind of just ain't right. Don't just look at me. At least speak to me. How you doing? I was talking to you. I come sit beside you. I can't go out the camera. I come and sit beside you. That will be an awareness and a knowing. Give me First Samuel chapter 17. I want verses 28 through 30. Persistence, a cause, a reason, a movement. I mean, somebody starting a revolution. Some things you have to qualify. Why are we fighting? Why are we in battle? What's going on here? Is it worth me getting involved? That helps you because now you can properly prepare yourself, position yourself. But if you don't know, It's hard because the real battle is the battlefield of the mind, where persistence and diligence is concerned. Because your body will tell you a whole lot of stuff. And pretty soon, if you ain't careful, your mind, boy, it's going to be a ride. Your mind start riding out with your symptoms in your body and things that's going on in you. That might be a bad day. You ever been sick and you know what's going on and you did research on it, you Google it? You ever had a headache and the devil told you that you got brain cancer? Oh, come on here, come on here, huh? You had a sharp pain? Well, what? I know I'm not the only one. So doesn't matter what you did. I persisted and prayed a little bit harder. I rebuked thee, Satan. For real, in Jesus' name. 1 Samuel 17, give me verses 28 through 30. Now, let me give you the back. This is David, the army. Saul is still over the army. At this particular time, David is still a young lad. He's taking care of his father's sheep. Right? And here Goliath shows up. They're already in battle array. They ready to get it on. Ain't nothing between them but a valley. And a few kicks and strides of the leg to engage in real warfare. And in this kind of battle, you have to have persistence, endurance, and stamina. Even you see boxers and athletes that are fighting and engaged, they have to, in order to have persistence, they have to have something on the inside of them and strong determination. They have to have what they call grit. Some of you need to have persistence, but you also need to have a mindset to deliver the knockout blow. Because at the end, you have to conquer it and win it. Some of you want to hold up a truce. Ain't no tie. You going down. Give me verse 28 through verse 30. 1 Samuel 17, 28 through 30.
And Eliab, his eldest brother, heard when he spake unto the men.
Yes.
And Eliab's anger was kindled against David. And he said,
Yes.
Why camest thou down hither? And with whom hast thou left those few sheep in the wilderness? I know thy pride and the naughtiness of thine heart. For thou art come down, and thou mightest see the battle. And David said,
Come on, yes.
And David said, What have I now done? Is there not a cause?
Yes.
And he turned from him toward another, and spake after the same manner.
Yes.
And the people answered him again after the former manner.
Yes. So when we understand this and all the scenario that's going on with this, the cause, the reason why. See, in other words, here, listen, you need something to fuel your fire and your passion. I can take this down a whole lot of different avenues and roads. But you need something to fuel your fire and your passion. When you talk about diligence and when you talk about, persistence and diligence, you need something to fuel your passion. Reason why. Boy, it was a reason why. What's your address? I was around Detroit Circle. 1989 and 90. It was called persistence. Somebody say, Lord, I'm chasing after you. I was chasing after her. Come here, girl. Persistence. Because I had reason, boy, to be rejected and feel bad and walk away. That's all that stuff. I had reason to give up and say, oh man, forget her. There's some more out there. Forget her. I don't know, it may be God, maybe something in me that said, oh no, now you're in trouble. Now you have excited me. Did what they did. You have excited me to riot. All David did I didn't need to what's going on around here. And here go Goliath. Defying the armies of God. David wasn't worried about getting the bride and the wife and no taxes for his family. He said, listen, y'all defying God now. Go tell Saul I killed the lion, killed the bear, and I'm going to take out this giant just like I did them. Because he done barked up, he done barked up the wrong tree now. And he said, is there not a cause? Is there not a reason? They called David rude. Boy, you're disrespectful. You know you got the wrong motives for coming out in any way. They literally call him stupid and ignorant. But his persistence. He said, I don't want to talk to none of y'all. Just tell me what's going on. I don't want to talk to you. Where the king at? Persistence. In getting what God has willed, what God has ordained for you. It will lead you into greatness. Lord, help me here. It will lead you to where you will not only have favor with God, but you will have favor with man. You know how persistent he was watching over just his daddy's sheep while his brothers talking trash. You know how family do. Y'all got family? Help me here, Lord. Huh? Well, you out here, boy? David said, hold on here. All y'all ran around here scared stiff over this uncircumcised Philistine. And the problem is most people, they're not diligent in speaking to whatever the mountain is, whatever the Goliath, whatever the giant is before them. I'm teaching better than you said, amen. Because God has not given us the spirit of fear, but a power of love and of what? Of a sound mind. Boy, you got disrespectful behavior. Get out of here. You know, Jesse had 8 boys. They were the youngest. I don't even know why you came out here. I came out here because my daddy told me to come bring y'all jokers some food. So the cause, the reason that fuels our passion, our desire, our drive, our stickability from the inside out. Because so many people are walking by, listening, by what's external. And by their emotions and what their feelings are. But when you got a real cause, a real goal, a real vision, a real purpose, a real destiny on the inside of you, listen, good God, that changes everything. It changes everything. When you know you done heard God, that means at a certain point somebody said, we're not taking no for an answer. We ain't taking no for an answer. David says, is there not a cause? God sent me out here, by my daddy, but I'm here on a divine appointment and assignment. Persistence will bring you in a place of great honor. Persistence and diligence. How easy would it have been for him? 3 brothers. Talking down on him. You little red-headed, nappy head. Let me make it a little plainer to you. Sheep smelling. Need to go home and take a bath. Little boy. The scripture says, let no man despise your youth. You may not even be the bishop, the apostle. Who you going to let discourage you? Who you going to let stop you? Is there not a cause for you to be persistent and have follow through? Go right there. Follow through. Follow through. Follow through. Follow through. See it through. I mean, listen, now somebody has made a vow. Death and life in the power of your tongue. You need to have follow through with it. Somebody said, well, I got married to Chucky. The bride of Chucky. Well, you better get you a whole bunch of oil. And you might want to get you some knee pads. Because you're going to need you some showing up diligence in prayer and intercession. Don't worry about a whole lot of money to buy no food either. Because some things come out but by what? By prayer and fasting. Diligence. Come on here. Diligence in your prayer and your fasting life to see results. And what God really want to do in your life. Give me Genesis chapter 32. This is going to be a part 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Who knows? Genesis chapter 32. See all these running around here whining saints, crying over everything. I mean, you giving the enemy some kind of signal that there's something going on in your life weak now. Oh, you're vulnerable. You're a vulnerable sheep. Your vision is vulnerable. Your eyesight is vulnerable now. Because those animals of prey, they always seek out the weakest one, the oldest one, the lamest one. What? You better let God heal you with that lip. You come out, boy, at the fire, you ain't smelling like no smoke. Something you don't want to say or do. So, is there not a cause having the stickability, the persistence that we need, especially when life and ministry is concerned? Because your leader can't do everything. Give me Genesis 32. And let me see exactly. Let's start point here. Give me verse 22. Give me verse 22 all the way to the end. 22 down. Genesis 32, 22 down.
And he rose up that night and took his 2 wives and his 2 women servants and his 11 sons and passed over the ford Jabbok. And he said to them and sent them over the brook and sent over that he had. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of day. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint, as he wrestled with him. And he said, Let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. And he said unto him, What is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, Thy name shall be called no more Jacob,
yes,
but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with God and with men, and hast prevailed.
Yes.
And Jacob said unto him, and said, Tell me, I pray thee, thy name. And he said, Where is it that thou dost ask after my name? And he blessed him there. And Jacob called the name of that place Peniel,
yes,
for I have seen God,
yes,
face to face,
yes,
and my life is preserved.
Amen.
And as he passed over Peniel, the sun rose upon him, and he halted upon his thigh.
Yeah.
Therefore, the children of Israel eat not as the sinew which shrank, which is upon the hollow of the thigh, unto this day, because he touched the hollow of Jacob's thigh in the sinew that shrank.
Yeah. He walked with a limp, but he had an experience and an encounter with God. Remember about paying a price for something? He had an experience and an encounter with God because he was willing to pay a price for something. His relentless pursuit. His name ain't even changed. It's like somebody in pursuit of God. You don't know God. What? You desire to be saved. You desire to be born again. He that hunger and thirst after righteousness, what shall be filled. We have to give space and give people room and give them an opportunity to go after God. But he was honest too. I said, what's your name? He said, my name Jacob. He said, I'm a trickster. He said, I'm a supplanter. He said, ain't nothing but an old liar and a con man. That's where we can get real business done with God. Tell somebody that doing business with God. And persistent in prayer, you listen, to do business with God, you got to get real and honest. Yes. Whole lot of things we got to be real and honest about. But he was persistent. He was enduring. He had tenacity. He ain't fighting with his daddy. Come on here. This boy is wrestling with God. Yes. I'm not going to get off into, what folk would call deep this and deep that and the other. You just take that for face value. There was another one by the name of Saul, where the Lord had to tell him, boy, it's hard for you to fight against what my will is. But here's Jacob, seeing the state of his condition, his life. And so I need real massive change and turnaround. And knowing where to go get it. Knowing that you at the source. Knowing that you at the water hole. Knowing that you at this well. When Jesus walked up and said, woman, give me something to drink. You a Jew. I'm Samaritan. And you want me to give you something to drink? You know we don't have no dealings with each other, man. If you knew who it was, woman, that would ask you, and you'd asked me, and I would have gave you some water, that you ain't gonna never have to thirst again. Understanding the persistence that this woman had. She could have easily just ran away. I'm out of here. Jacob could have easily said, oh no. This boy done wrestled all night. That's real persistence, boy. Can you imagine being in the fight all night? At a certain point, somebody gonna say, man, go ahead. Go just knock me out. But he kept right on. And here come daybreak. The angel. Some say it's the incarnate form of Christ. Say, hey man, I gotta go now. I can't get daylight coming. He said, you ain't going nowhere. Not until you bless me. Not until I get what I need from God. Difference between your want and your need. That boy said, I need change in my life. Persistent. Persistently pursuing God. The Bible says in business be men. Don't be wimps. Don't be faint of heart. Don't be so easy to quit, to give up, surrender. Because most of the time, we are at the brink of a miracle, a brink of a breakthrough, of the brinks of the supernatural manifesting in our lives. And then folk disconnect. It's the reason why they got a caboose on the end of the train. They just disconnect. They just fall off. It's like deliverance. You put people on the altar and tell them to call Jesus. It ain't altogether evil. Mean, wicked, or nasty. There's a whole lot of folk came out of that boy, sure enough, delivered. Good God Almighty. But he that called on the name of the Lord, it's still in the Bible, preacher. He that called upon the name of the Lord shall be what? Delivered. And you don't give no specific of how you call him, when you call him, how we make that stuff legalistic. That's for anybody. You can call him in Chinese, you can call him in Russian, you can call him in whatever language you call him. He didn't say how long. God ain't mad. He ain't tell you to get up. Okay, it's time for you to go home. You overstayed your welcome. So he wrestled with God, Jacob. His name was changed to Israel, having persistence. Now he experiences the reward of God. Galatians 6:9 says, and let us not be weary in well-doing. For in due season what we shall reap if we faint not. Galatians 6:9. I can't have you turn on this book. Be a student of the word. That's why we always say have your notepad. Turn on your voice recorder. You can use the palm of your hand. Luke chapter 11, verse 9 through 10. Says, and I say unto you, ask and it shall be given to you, seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. Notice the subject is, ask and keep on asking. Seek and keep on seeking, persistence. And then it says, knock and keep on what? Keep right on knocking. You do that long enough. You ever heard an irritating sound or noise or whatever it is? You're like, something, please shut up. Hush. Go away. Where that's coming from? Lord help me here. It may not be a good illustration, but it been some mothers done shook their kids to death. Because that baby was persistent. That baby was saying something. I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I got an issue going on. Persistent. Baby won't stop crying. The reason why the baby won't stop crying. And what did the Lord say? If you cry out to me, and I'm God, and you in covenant relationship with me, that makes it, well, the first day that you prayed, so Dad, you said, I heard you, boy. But there was some demon activity in the heavenlies that was holding up your manifestation of the promise of the blessing. They ain't give up. He didn't know what was going on. But he sure didn't doubt God. So we can't allow doubt and unbelief to mess with our minds and while persistence is concerned. Take me to Luke chapter 18. We'll close right here, I believe, for today. We're about halfway through persistence. We try to thorough and believe. Civilize it. Sometimes people have having the stickability that we need. That's why people get involved in a lot of church ministry and activities now. They just want to come in and leave out. Because once I commit, now you're going to have persistence. You need to be on your post. You in the military, you have to be on your post if you want. You where I'm at, certain places, it's called a fixed position. Leave if you want. You will be leaving. Persistence. Faithfulness. A faithful man, Scripture says, shall what? Abound with blessings. I'm just not trying to use all those words that connect to it, but there's other words that you can look at. Persistence. So how did you arrive here in your life? The car wreck didn't kill you? Huh? All the stuff that you encountered in your life? Some people went through some stuff, boy, but their persistence allowed them to get to a place. Maybe to hope again. Trust again. Huh? Come on. In your life, you ever felt, hey, this is it. It ain't even worth it. I've been suicidal. Don't talk to me. Like, why? It ain't worth it. Life ain't worth living. This business ain't worth having. Now, come on, people do all this woman, this man, this child. this house, this car. Persistence. Give me verse 1 through 8. We'll close here. Luke chapter 18, verse 1 through 8. This will sum it up pretty good before we need to stop. We don't be weary in well doing. Luke 18, 1 through 8.
And he spake a parable unto them to this end.
Yes, sir.
That men ought always to pray
Mm-hmm.
and not to faint.
Yes.
Saying,
Mm-hmm.
there was in a city a judge,
Yes.
which feared not God, neither regarded man.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a widow in that city, and she came unto him, saying, avenge me of mine adversary.
Mm-hmm.
And he would not for a while.
Yes.
But afterward he said within himself,
Mm-hmm.
though I fear not God,
Mm-hmm.
nor regard man,
Yeah.
yet because this widow troubleth me,
Oh, boy.
I will avenge her, lest by her continual coming
Mm-hmm.
she weary me.
Yes.
And the Lord said,
Yes.
hear what the unjust judge saith.
Yes.
And shall not God avenge his own elect,
Yes.
which cry day and night unto him,
Mm-hmm.
though he bear alone with them?
Yes.
I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?
Mm-hmm. It's pesty. Harassing. Need to go sit herself down widow. But this unjust judge that didn't fear God or respect or honor man. I remember one year we was in Cordell, Georgia, when we first met Pastor Thomas and his wife. Boy, the gnats was so bad. I ain't never in my life persistent. That many gnats. Anywhere you turn. And they followed you wherever you went. Relentless pursuit. You can wave, smack. I was hitting myself all in the face. Them gnats was like, we still here? I like, man, somebody give me some raid. I ain't gonna kill everybody. But this widow, this unjust judge, this whole parable here is about persistence. And knowing what it takes to get what you need or desire. Unjust. How many of our parents, kids that got in trouble, whatever it is, a lot of stuff so minor, they don't have no business even in jail, more or less prison. But won't even go confront the judge. I don't care how wicked, I don't care how corrupt, I don't care how many before that they done gave 5, 10 years for just one joint of reefer, marijuana, whatever you want to call it. Rock. To say, this right here, sir, don't warrant you sending my son off for 5 or 10 years. He's not a repeat offender. He's not a career criminal, so on and so forth. Come on here. Wouldn't even go. Underneath all that, he's still a man. Don't mean no disrespect. And he was set up in there, and God know he there. And only God can turn the heart. But if we never willing to persist to try, how will you know? Don't give us a whole lot of detail. We don't know if she went to his house. We don't know if she was at his chambers. At his chamber, we don't know. He just said, is she troubling me, man? She could have been stalking him. Where he at? He at the restaurant. Hey, judge. Like, can you imagine that? Everywhere you go. The widow tracking you now. Outside, throwing rocks at your window. Hey, Judge Bill. Sleep. Oh, you try to enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner. Texting you, emailing you, people giving you messages. This widow said, avenge me. Don't give no detail about none of that either, right? So what's the whole point? God is saying, if you willing to not quit and trust me, then when we understand that with God all things are possible, and there's nothing too hard for the Lord to do. It ain't, listen, lots of people ain't over. It ain't over until you quit. Especially if God ain't saying no. Come on here. I don't care if you got stage 4. And the doctor said, we don't send you to hospice. If ain't nobody else persistent, you better be persistent. Because at any moment, God can walk in the room. Yes. The presence of the Lord. Heal the body. If he can walk down to Lazarus' grave, boom. The boy done been in there for 4 days, and they say by now he's thinking. But Jesus showed us. Roll the stone away. Call that boy by his name. Ain't nobody gonna deny the voice of God. Ain't nobody gonna tell him, oh no, go back. Oh no, that can't happen. But when you get favor with God and favor with man, ain't nobody changing that. Unless you forfeit. You know you can forfeit, right? You know you can forfeit. I'm telling you, do you know you can forfeit? You got that great big prophecy? Yeah. Huh? Nobody talk about that. Talk to y'all about that. And forfeit. Forfeit the blessing. We forfeited by disobedience. Being out of place and position. The power and blessing of diligence and persistence. I believe we're a blessing to you. We'll continue this in the next week because we're here today because of persistence and diligence. I ain't talking about just preaching no message either. Lord help me. You think we standing just because of that? We'll anoint you with oil and pray over you in the name of Jesus. Praise God. God is good. We thank you, Lord. We thank you, Lord. All right, we're going to have communion today. It is often as you do. We say, do it in remembrance of me. We don't make it legalistic.